Welcome back, you gorgeous and beautiful people from the internet. My name is Manzi Games. Today we're going to continue on with a beautiful series over here. My Mythic Plus experience with the Druid. I wouldn't say Restoration Druid. It's right now just a Druid. I don't know what I'm going to play it. It's still undecisive. So the very first death here, it is very hard to judge what it was. Because the guy died, he's not on my screen. He wasn't even close to death and all of a sudden he's dead. So my only prediction is that he stood in this green big circle that pops up right here after you kill this guy. So that big green circle, he stood in it and just died. That is just my opinion. Alright, so we have another death over here, and it's actually me. I look hunky-dory fine, and all of a sudden I'm dead. So I don't know what happened there. I think the tank lost aggro of some kind. I got killed. Maybe he bubbled by mistake or something. I'm not too sure. Maybe, you know, it is a paladin tank, or there is two paladins. So maybe he got some blessing. I don't know what it's called. It's like the equivalence of that you'll do it on a DPS, right? To lose aggro or like prevent a mechanic to go through. But yeah, it caused a death, unfortunately, on me. And obviously it let someone else die as well. So unfortunately, we have another death over here before the, the third boss. And yeah, just died like almost really quick there, putting on heals. But unfortunately, that guy that died, he died a little bit too fast. Chilling over here, waiting for B-res, most probably, because you could have released, in my opinion. And it looks like someone did cast B-res, but canceled it after a little bit. But yeah, there's another death here, that, if I'm not mistaken. There it is. So the guy died by the charge. He got charged. Normally, I tend to run away a little bit so that I can be the one that's being charged. And the reason being is because you can easily sidestep that by just running sideways. You could also just, as a healer, just change to bear form after you put dots on yourself. It's not that hard to heal, especially on an 18. And there we go. That was all the deaths we had over here. Nothing too serious. My healing is pretty good, but let's be honest here, Blood DKs is healing a lot as well. Making me look bad over here. So we got a total of 23 IO there, and 2,545 total IO. So that's not too bad. On to the next key. The next key we got invited for was a Blackrook Hold 18. So the Ataldazar 18 was one before this, and then we have a Blackrook Hold 18 right now. There's unfortunately deaths over here that happens. I can't, unfortunately, I just can't cleanse everyone that needs a cleansing right here. I don't even know what it is. I think it's just a dot. It's not that big of a deal, to be quite honest. The only thing I can say is that if we had a Demon Hunter tank, obviously not this amount of abilities would have gone through. So yeah, we have 3 deaths on the very first pull. This already looks so dire. I'm not gonna lie, this looks pretty bad. Looks like we have another death over here. It looks like an insta-death. He was full HP and then just died. So I'm pretty sure he stood in the wrong place, used the cooldown to get his health up. I was busy healing him also, and then, yeah. He maybe just got wombo comboed from them. I'm not too sure. That was a crazy, like, death right there. That's crazy. So fortunately, I have another one here. I think at this point when I was recording this, I still don't understand like the hardness of this pool right here. But yeah, it was just unfortunate though. That death right there was also just an insta-kill. Like, I can't heal insta-kills, right? It's just how it is. Unfortunately, that's how the cookie crumbles. If you instantly die, that means you're in a spot that you shouldn't have been, most probably. And there we go. The key in time, everything is hunky-dory. We got a +2 over there. We got some IO as well. +29 in total, and our Mythic rating right now is 2,574. That is pretty good stuff. And here we go. We have our options for our weekly vault. I only did like, I think up to 4 dungeons. And both of them is a chess piece. The one is indestructible, the other one isn't. So obviously you take the indestructible one because you can always change it to the class one, or to the what is it even called? To the full set, right? You just pay one green thing. I don't even know what they're called. But yeah, so I did that. Took the indestructible one. pretty good stuff. It just means that the piece can't take any durability damage at all. So you'll never have to repair that piece. And it's mythic, so it's a pretty good, it's a pretty good piece. It might save me up to, who knows, thousands of gold eventually of repairs that can be prevented. And here we go, guys, another Blackrook haul, but this time it's a 16 key, and the reason being is because, guess what? It will be my first key tanking on this Druid, testing out if I know at least what I'm doing, like, you know, somewhat of tanking situations. We have an offline guy there, and then obviously someone that died by standing in the wrong stuff here. Maybe he got grenaded and then got frontaled by something. Maybe one of these archers or something like that. I always try and point the enemies away from where range should be standing, right? So that they don't have to move at all. But obviously they'll have to dodge grenade. There's nothing I could do about that. Nothing I can prevent there. So yeah. Because here's also this week's affix, so it is spiteful. And then, yeah, it's pretty much this week's stuff. So pretty happy that we're tanking our first dungeon. I'm not going to tank too much, I believe, but we'll see. Can we have a second death over here? The gazing is on that guy and he has 2 charges. I also have 2 charges, so I can't eat it. And no one eats it for him. That's really unfortunate, I think. That's how he died. Got B-res, which is like such a waste because the boss was like, you know, dead in like a second. And he could have released right here as well. Well, yeah, but yeah. And there we go, we finished the key, only 2 deaths, and both of them wasn't my fault, so pretty happy about that. I'm also very confident now. I feel like I can tank this, so I'm gonna change all my enchants to becoming a tank, just to figure out I don't have the trinkets to tank, but that comes that comes a bit later. And then here is the Rude Awakening, in my opinion. Oh my goodness, finally decided to start tanking 18s because the 16 went so well. I was never close to death whatsoever, not even a smidgen. And so yeah, I decided to, let's go try an 18 and see how things go. It can't go too bad, right? So here's the thing, right? It didn't go too bad until a certain point, and then it just went horrible and horrible, but we'll get into that right now. So this pool right here, I don't know if I should have done something differently here. Maybe use my defensives a bit differently. But yeah, so here's how it went down, right? I almost took so much damage that I almost instantly died. And I know that these stacks that we're seeing on the right side of my screen here, where my mouse is, this one right here, this means I'm taking up to 60% increased damage. The change just happened there. I died without using a defensive because I was like so intrigued on that guy not kicking. So at the screen right here, you can see that we have 1, 2, 3, 4 kicks available. And unfortunately, the guy that's being chained obviously cannot kick because he's being stunned. And I'm pretty sure the guy being stunned is the healer because I went almost insta-died here. And what healer do we have? We have a monk healer. I don't know what buffs the monk have. It looks like I do have, I think it's called Vivid or something. I do have that buff on me. But yeah, I died so fast here that I didn't even burn my own cooldowns. So that was really, really bad. I got back to the situation. We have 3 deaths already. Trying to just like try and get like AoE control here. But the tank died, sorry, the healer died, unfortunately, because, you know, we lost completely aggro. We have new ads here for some reason that's even enraged, and I just got killed again. It was just it was just so bad. And this all happened because someone got shackled. Someone didn't kick. Then for some reason, this guy just magically shows up for the first time ever, and I had to deal with this thing as well. So yeah, this went extremely badly very quickly, and I don't think we finished the key. I'm silenced here. Maybe I should move out of the circle. It's my first time seeing this ad. I was like, oh, I can move out of this. Oh, now I'm rooted, but at least I'm not silenced. Absolutely terrible, dude. And then don't even get me started over here. So we killed the ads around the first boss, right? And then I typed something saying this. Watch. I say. Stay. I say stay. And guess what? The boss is pulled. So I got blamed for saying stay after the boss got pulled, but that is not true. I said stay. They were not in combat. Now the boss is pulled. So I did say it before that. Not even that, but I'm marked. If you see the tank running away like a retard, please, guys. Like, there's not much I could say about this. I really can't. And then you won't believe what happened, dude. Like, then I did that pull, right? Everyone was here. I did that pull. I run to the boss, pull the boss, and pull it to my corner. And then we start doing the ads, right? So I burn my cooldowns here. I heal myself, burning everything I have, burning all my cooldowns here, and I'm tanking this finally. And I'm pretty happy that we're tanking this. And you guys won't believe this. So you can see at the bottom left corner, thank goodness we don't have the cat right now for this video. The cat, so the healer is saying WTF. So the first pull of the boss, I was outside, I couldn't enter. Now the healer is outside. And the healer can't enter. The healer can't heal us. So this, I don't know what to say, man. This was not cool that the healer's for some reason outside now. But yeah, it happened somehow. And then yeah, someone died or someone didn't release. We raised them, he didn't release, and then all of a sudden he's offline and he's not coming back. So yeah, someone abandoned this key. Miscommunication between us all, to be quite honest. I feel like the second pool just put off a lot of strain. And it's really not cool. But yeah, I'm pretty sure he still could have timed the key. But it's really bad, man. This many deaths already, it's not looking good. On to the next one. So, someone in the group said that they also have an Everbloom 18. So we decided to just, you know, do it as well. I think we're the same, like, almost same group, except for the one DPS that went offline. Very surprising that, you know, the key went so badly, but people still decided to remain together in a group. So we went all the way through boss 1, all the way on our way to boss 2, and then I had my first death here. I don't know what happened there exactly. Because, like, I can't get hit by Spiteful, to be honest, right? I am getting blasted by everything here. I did have a double Iron Fur up. I don't have any Friends of Regenerations right now. I do have, again, the ability that's on A. I don't know what's it called, though. It's the leaf icon that you get for Druids. It recovers, like, it's a 1.5 minute cooldown, and it recovers 30% of your HP. I do have that up, and I didn't press it before I died. I did try and use, as I died, I did try and use my survival instincts, but it was too late. So really unfortunate. But yeah, it is what it is. So unfortunately, I think it's a full team wipe. I'm not too sure. Let's just skip it a little bit ahead. Yeah, so we have 3 deaths in total now. I should taunt. There we go. I got the taunt down. But yeah, we made it back. Everything is fine. I think we got... It's not a full reset. We only have 3 deaths. I should have maybe waited for a B-res, but I also was like, dude, it's not that far, you know, for us to run, so. And then we have a death here on this first boss. By the way, I think this is most probably the hardest boss this week for any other tank that is not the Paladin. If you don't have people, like, at least kicking the right stuff, yeah. But anyway, I'm going to talk about his death here. So at the moment, you can clearly see that if the tank gets the circle to run away, the melee DPS also have to move during that phase, because wherever you are, your location, will drop the green poop, right? It's always the best thing to do to get as many people stacked as possible so that the group as at least is open to where you can stand more. But you can see clearly Mila didn't move here. And that just means that that guy, the paladin, I think is just ticking inside, bro. He was just standing inside there. He eventually died outside, so he didn't disconnect. But yeah, it was not good. It was literally just not good. So I'm just moving around. You can see left needs to be kicked right now. I don't think left got kicked, to be honest, because I don't see that icon being on there. That means that they got healed. So I need to move again. So I'm moving and I'm looking, okay, so this time my team moved. So yeah, by the way, right now I'm tanking without any tanking tanking trinkets, and that is a pretty bad thing. The reason being is because I'm losing out on so much agility. So I'm pressing that heal right now, so I did heal there. We almost got our first kill on one of the 3 ads, but yeah, we'll see how it goes. So we did get that kill without any hassle, so we did get that boss down. We have another death here. It looks like an insta-kill. No, it was not an insta-kill. It was like 4, maybe 5 ticks of damage. Maybe I overpulled here. I'm not too sure. It looks like it's just hard to handle. I do have aggro. I can see the colors of the ads that we're facing here is the right color. There's an ad hitting me from behind, which is never a good thing because you can't dodge ads from behind. You cannot parry, block, or anything if the ad is behind you, right? It has to be in front. So fortunately, we had another death there. In total, right now, we have 5 deaths. Nothing too serious so far. So, here we go. It's time for us to face most probably one of the hardest bosses, and someone ass-pulled and got one slap by the boss, which put them at like 40% HP down, and then the fire happened directly after. So we don't have a B-res up. I think the best thing for me to do right now is to reset the boss somehow. Maybe run far enough away, but I've seen people do this before in the past. The runaway animation from this boss is like so far away. It is crazy. So not just is it extremely risky, but it could cause more problems than solve. The motto of the story is the boss is not surprisingly jumping out of anywhere, right? The boss stand in one spot, and if you're too close and you ass pull the boss, then you were not like checking your positioning at all. So fortunately, it did seem that we did a full team wipe here. Unfortunately, this is, in my opinion, then the DPS's fault, right? When the fire erupts from this boss, every DPS should use a defensive. And I'm sorry, but like I've played like 3 DPSs right now in DragonFlight expansion. You have literally 5 defenses. It's not great defenses, but it's good enough for you to survive this boss, right? You can't do an Everbloom 30 if you don't have defenses. This week, you have to use defenses on bosses, especially on the bosses. And that boss particularly, you only use it when the fire erupts. I think it targets someone random. I don't think you get a warning or anything like that. And like 3 of the fires hit you, and like everything gets spread to the others. I think 1 each, it still hits. So when it's you, and you don't have a defensive up, even at an 18, you will just instantly die. You have to use a defensive on that boss on that specific time. And it looks like I did use a B-res because we have a 7-minute cooldown on B-res. So it looks like unfortunately we wiped again on this boss. So we gotta talk about the details what happened here. So our healer died first, and it looked like from a frost. He got into the frost cube right there, and obviously don't get cleansed, right? You can't cleanse. So he's claiming that lay on hands would have saved his life. And I do agree. We have a paladin, lay on hands is a thing. So yeah, there goes this pool as well. Everyone died. And there we go. We killed the boss. Now we're in the final one. Costing my sleep there. But yeah. Looks like we have 2.5 minutes to kill this boss. So if everyone stays alive, we can actually do this. But unfortunately, we have another death here. There's no one else to blame but the healer. Like, I don't know what happened there. Because you can see that guy was low HP. Look at this. He was low HP for 10 minutes, dude. Like, look at that. He's still low HP. The only shield he has up is a defensive of some kind. He's 10% HP now. He's 5% HP now. And he's dead. And the healer almost died. Bro, like, if your job is healing, make sure you're doing your job first. I know doing DPS on a 2.5 minute before that we kill the boss is going to be important, but ultimately it's not your job to do DPS, right? Your job is to make sure that everyone's topped up. And now that one of our DPSers died, guess what? They're doing 300,000 damage on this pool. Guess what? Your 40,000 DPS is not going to make the difference here now. We lost the key because you didn't heal. And we don't have a B-res. Well, we do have a B-res up. I should have done that, but I did do it. As it came up, I did release. Whatever. I did my best, okay? My goodness. 1.5 minutes to go. So yeah, we did finish the key, and unfortunately, we didn't time it. And I feel like I can't take the blame for it. You know, I did die once before the second boss. But yeah, overall, a decent tanking experience, I would say. Next key. So we have our first death over here, and it looks like it's from Spiteful. The guy just tanked 3 hits from Spiteful and just died. Other than that, I can't really tell if it's anything else that he got killed by, because that's the only thing I don't have aggro from, and that could do the amount of damage that he took. And by the way, we're doing Dawn of the Infinite, Rise 18. Then whoever key this is died again from, you know, it's his own key. I mean, sure, but like, this is going to be his second death right now. And I also can't tell from what it's from, other than maybe getting knocked into the gold floor. I'm a little bit unsure how he died here. It doesn't make sense to me, unfortunately. But I think this little knockback pushed him into the golden floor. You can see his death on the left side there. He was standing on the gold. So the thing is, I had to B-res this guy up. And then I don't know what happened here, but obviously the healer didn't heal himself and he just fell over and died. I don't know what happened there, because his death was actually extremely slow. It was a full 10 seconds of himself taking damage, and he didn't heal himself once. Because if I rewind 10 seconds, he's still full HP, right? So the death took him 10 seconds without healing once for him to die. So, you know, this wipe is clearly because he's not healing himself. And then everyone left the key. Literally everyone left the key here. The healer left first, which is surprising. He causes the wipe and then leave. So I don't know. I think I instantly blocked this guy. He doesn't heal himself for 10 full seconds. Maybe he complained about my positioning of things. I'm not too sure. But I mean, like, you can't... No, my positioning is fine. We're in the open here. We're in the open here. He's healing the other guy with a circle right now. I can see that on my screen. But he's not healing himself. So maybe he thought he had a potion and he didn't have one. I'm not too sure. Like, we can sit here and debate all day. At the end of the day, like, you can't sit there for 10 seconds with a debuff on you, like a huge circle, let's just say that. Let's keep it PG. a huge circle on your face or on your feet, and you don't heal yourself, literally for 10 seconds. That to me is just, it's just such a joke. But both deaths, all 3 deaths technically here, is unreasonable, and it should have been prevented. But at the end of the day, in my opinion, you should just block healers like this, so you'll never play with them again. But guys, this is where the part is going to end. 25 minutes, I feel like is a good part. Thank you guys so much for taking time out of your day supporting the channel. If you want to support a little bit more, please make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you are new, and I'm looking forward to seeing you guys in the very next video. Let me also know whether I should be playing Guardian or Healer with a Druid. That would be also very helpful. Another thing, guys, make sure you check out my Twitch. Link is in the description. I do stream every single day, and I'm debating whether I should play more than 3 characters. So come join us on stream. Catch you in the next one. Peace.